Yeah, I mean, knew how to use it in that kind of set, but yeah, it was like you had to get out of the wall and kill a few things and then jump back in to be safe. And anyway, it was yeah, that was a lot of like panic. But I think DJ died, and then I was like wasting all of the time in like 3-2 or something, trying to get out of there. It was good times.
He actually, so I sent him to losers. He died to just double tapping a nightmare with not enough damage, and that's how I won that.
Nice.
Oh. All right, leather armor to start.
We are off. This is yeah, this is the promotion race here. Incnone versus PaperDoopliss.
Incnone is way ahead, but he's gonna miss the bloodshot, so that could be what I presume is the bloodshot.
Yeah,
and it's garbage. It's a lot of garbage.
Ham and a holster.
Yeah,
Kinda cancel each other out.
I don't even
great holster not.
I don't even buy that ham. I guess you use iframes, but like
perfect iframes there for Doopliss. Not
like
letting that
if I get down to like oh it's a harp for Incnone.
Yeah, Incnone taking the harp. Harp's a little sketchy right now because it's changed. Now it's got that diagonal push, which maybe people aren't quite comfy with yet.
Basically, it means it just hits around shields when you're on the diagonal, always, I believe.
It does some wacky knockbacks on armadillos and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I haven't really messed with it since the update.
It's weird.
There were no harps in the Necrothon build, okay? So I haven't messed with them. Oh, that's a really fancy death metal bomb there.
Yeah, it was stylish and nice quick kill. So gonna be a full boss floor ahead of Doopliss. And oh baby, all the good items. I mean, Doopliss having that holster, you know, Doopliss making good use of both the holster and the ham, assuming he goes for that mint whip. Although he might not. He might just go for purple, which is probably the right call.
Purple is just it's still worse now because like you can get frost now. So like courage, if you get courage, you're still not like happy that you get dagger courage.
Yeah, courage with a base dagger is not great.
Oh, courage shovel. Can't afford the cookies. Can't afford a possible torch. Just taking courage shovel. Oh, that could be good.
Oh, phasing dagger. Very nice.
Okay. Just get the shard and go in and bomb for it. That's fine. Oh,
I missed it. What happened to Incnone?
He shovel of courage into a mimic, and he didn't back off in time. Or yeah, he got caught, but he found a glass crossbow.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's trolly. That's really trolly. I just saw what happened.
Incnone is not very comfortable with crossbow. He doesn't think he's that good with it. Oh, that's a good shot.
Oh, Doopliss! No.
What? I didn't even see it. Oh,
yeah,
you just jumped into that Banshee?
I was worried about the glass job build for Incnone, so things are still not very safe right now. I got the replay going here, so I will let you know what happens in a sec.
Yeah, I've got your stream up too.
Oh yeah, the mud monster. There was no knockback. Wow, that's awful. So there's no knockback on the Banshee because the mud monster moved into place because the Banshee used to be there, and then they both moved into place. There's no knockback, and Doopliss tried to kill buffer on the skeleton. That's a legit terrible death right there. That is really bad.
See, nothing seemed out of miss to me because I kind of spotted the tar monster, and I just, like, some part of me expected the Banshee not to get knocked back. So I was like, why didn't he just... But I can see, yeah, you don't see it.
No, that is really because bad. Because the Banshee came from that spot. Yeah. So you're like, oh, it's free. It's going to knock back. Oh, brutal.
So he replaced his jaw with the blast helm, and then he checked black. It was a blueberry whip.
Nice. All the good weapons.
This is actually the whip seed. It's just whip. Does he take flail might? No, he's gonna take the blood shovel.
Taking the blood though. I kind of enjoy. You see this sometimes in these kinds of races where it's like you swap to a full glass shield and then
just wanted to open the
it.
possible food shop.
Oh, rip the half heart there.
Yeah, well, so sometimes, right, you're like, all right, I'll take this glass, and then like on 3-3, you find transmog, and you're like, oh, okay, I can just now transmog the glass jaw, you get a blast helm, and the armor, you get plate mail, and the weapon, and you get like a titanium rapier, and you're like, cool, I just have instantly switched from a really sketchy build to one that's really good.
Yeah, which is part of the harm of picking up the glass jaw, is that might be the part of the build you have a hard time getting rid of. So you don't want to be stuck on like a, you know, titanium rapier and like a plate mail and then a glass jaw.
So Incnone just broke his glass armor. He Shovel of Courage next to a Yeti, but then he just finds a heavy plate. So
everything's fine
until he breaks his weapon, which might happen because it's a crossbow. And
well, he's got those glass slippies, which is helping him out on that ice, because that would have been a sketchy slip and slide otherwise. By the way, Doopliss using the he actually picked up an orange scroll in that purple chest and turned his he's got now a titanium harp, which is fine.
Yeah, so that's how he got the phasing last time, right? Because he
did it to his dagger.
Yeah, which I think I would have done again.
Yeah, phasing's pretty good. Phasing's great in Zone 5 also.
Oh, hi. There's just a titanium spear, so now your build is really good, and now you don't lose.
Definitely a good pickup over top of the glass crossbow, which is good, but I mean, you're this far ahead, you do not want to be rocking the glass crossbow.
It's probably the safest of the glass weapons if you're paying attention. If you're not paying attention, though, like, it's very easy to just jump into something because you ran out of bolts.
Oh, no.
Oh!
I think Paper trying something a little bit funky there with the harp strats on Conga, and it does not work. Having only half a heart also makes this a little bit sketchy. Let's see this replay here. No, he just went for the bomb and, just jumped into a zombie.
Yeah, he was going to try. And meanwhile, he picked up a titanium axe. And,
oh, wow. There's that
and
axe
a potion.
again.
And he picked up a potion.
Yeah, no big deal.
So he's
just slowly making the best build ever. All he's got to do is
there's
get rid
a
of
frost
those
charm.
slippies.
Just get the frost charm. It's fine.
Yeah, frost charm's a good pickup. Bomb
spell what's a
instead.
bomb? That's bomb.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Doesn't have bombs.
I think that's a fair call. Hey, it's Mr. Butts. How's it going, Ghost Butts? Long time no see. Races have been unbelievable. You should go back and watch the VODs because they've actually been insane. We've had so many races. We've had 2 races within 10 seconds. Maybe 3 if I'm not mistaken. There's been some really, really absurdly close races. It's been super fun. You should definitely go back and watch. It's been great. War instead of peace?
That's probably right. I think that's right.
Maybe.
Well, you can
have the huge lead, it's safer. But war is so good with the titanium.
I mean, I think war is a safety ring too. Yeah. Like when you play Bolt, right? That's the ring you want.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Oh, there goes Boots.
I always get confused when I have the Boots and I hear the glass shatter, and I'm like, I'm running heavy plate titanium max. What just shattered?
Yeah.
And then I shrink on goo. And I'm like, that's what shattered.
Oh yeah, I don't have protection. It's kind of like when you break the torch, and you're like, although the torch is more obvious because everything gets a little darker. Here's a bad idea. What if you remember the crystal spikes that drop?
Yeah.
What if you make those whenever something that doesn't turn into a shard break? You get a crystal. You get the.
Oh, like the crystal spike? Yeah, so
you get some spikes on the ground so you can't step on it. I mean, that's probably just mean.
Right, well then you wouldn't be able to get your glass shard back, right? If you like if you had both, like a torch as well.
That's
so
true. That would just be awful.
So like this isn't even like Incnone's not like fast playing, right? He's just actually just like you just mash when you have this build.
Yeah.
This isn't like, oh, he needs to slow down. There's no slowing down. The actual optimal safe way to play this is just to mash.
Yeah, I think Incnone knows that nobody really wants to see his slow play anyways, so.
Well, I mean, there's no shops for him to check because he killed the shop, but.
That's true. And this should be a nice, easy fight here. He's got to buffer a few extra beats there. You got to be careful. If you walk too close to the top, you're going to get that ogre in the way, so he wisely wastes a couple beats there.
When you have these move attack weapons like the rapier, cat, or axe, which are the only move attack weapons, or if you have courage, you just kind of like complete the stuff early. Oh, Dorian takes a hit.
Yeah, Dorian taking 1.5 heart damage. Got to be careful.
But yeah, you kind of complete the left side strat a little quickly, and so you have to buffer a beat or two.
Yep. All right, well, 3 hits on the Necrodancer. Things looking pretty good for Incnone to take this first game. Reminder, these are the promotional matches, so if Incnone wins another game, well, if he wins this one and another one, he will move on to the playoffs. And this is a good chance for Doopliss, though. He's got to make sure he comes back here. Because the earlier you get to the playoffs, the better. The more time you have to get yourself situated in a better seating position. So, all right. There's a loot for Incnone. GG. These are best of 3s still. We don't do best of 5s. We'll save those for the playoffs. But yeah, this is Incnone's chance to move on. This is our last match of the night as well. I hope you've all been enjoying. Well, last match. This could be 1 or 2 more games remaining. But I hope you've been enjoying the races tonight. I have been having a great time. Wow, and a $10 tip from Holster. I don't know what's up with the sound of my thing. It just stops all of a sudden. But thank you for that $10 tip, Holster. Once again, solidifying that top donor spot. Holster is very generous, especially considering how mean I am to Holster. So I don't know what's up with that. Since we ditched having the finals. Yeah, I don't think now's the time to do that, though.
It's also like it's because sometimes you have some races and they go really long, especially the blood tier races.
Yeah,
so,
it's
like,
a little dangerous. I don't mind skimping, like not having the finals. I was a pretty big proponent of that because I knew that these having the blood races was gonna mean that it's gonna be a lot longer. Now, presumably in later weeks, we're not gonna have tiebreakers like we've been doing because of the previous week stuff, but you kind of have to have a tiebreaker the way we've been doing it if there's a new racer in the tiebreaker because they don't have last week's score. It's very complicated. A little bit fly by the seat of our pants, which we hate doing because we try to be as overly prepared as possible, but we couldn't prepare for the fact that we had like 90 racers sign up. That was not expected at all. We were thinking it was gonna be like 60. So
yeah. All right, so in this race, Doopliss actually took a small lead, but then he went the wrong way and won 3, and so he's like lost it all. And they found chainmail, so they're probably not going to touch that shrine.
Oh, you totally touched that shrine. You got your glass armor. It's great.
Doopliss takes it. I mean, you're going to replace that weapon anyway. You're probably throwing it on the next boss.
That's a good point. Actually, that's a really good point.
I mean, you're happier if you find obsidian.
But maybe you'll find a glass axe or something in the black chest.
Yeah, but you're more likely to be happy if you find whatever's in your chest, right? Because you can find blood, titanium, obsidian versus just finding glass.
Yeah. All right, and that skeleton being in a bad spot for Doopliss having to back off once. Incnone getting the 2 hits in, having to do an extra hit because not having it. And interesting. So both getting Squega suited there, and Doopliss opting not to take it, wants to keep the glass build alive.
I think you're happy no matter what there. I think you're probably happy.
Well, you've got the advantage over your opponent now because your opponent's only going with the base dagger, and so you're going to be faster. So
for a time, I honestly think I just take the Squega suit and then look. Suddenly you have damage. You have a 2 damage dagger. I think you just have to take the Squega suit with the glass dagger and you just run the dagger. Like, okay, so what if you break it? If you break your dagger, that's fine. Now you're on parity, but you have a little bit of damage for now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, glass dagger is one of those sort of like it's a little bit transient as an item, which is kind of interesting. Because you kind of know it won't be late game, but you're going to want it for as long as you can have it, because it's good damage.
I think that Doopliss should take the Inferno Torch.
Especially considering the situation right now. Like, all those enemies were lined up horizontally. I don't actually see any wall torches or wall mushrooms, but just it's sort of a friendly reminder that it would have been real beneficial there. But we got both racers super close. Again, the glass is working out for Doopliss here. He's going to have a nice dig on the throne, not have to worry about the bomb strats. So it's going to be a little faster. He might do his throw here, considering getting Squega suited last time. Oh, he did throw. He didn't really need to, because he's got to move that way anyways. I feel like that was actually a bit of a misplay.
It's a glass
and gets a glass spear, so it's just a long dagger. Long glass dagger.
Well, I think you're happy now. And I think there's an argument to be made that you keep glass and you kind of gamble on the chest, and like you take a riskier build because you're losing, and maybe you think that Incnone is the favorite here, so you want to try and push a riskier build Doopliss is at his best when he's pushing risky builds.
Wow, that's a lot of fire slimes.
That's also a lot of tiles went the wrong way. And,
yeah, seriously. Yeah, so Incnone with a big lead there. Oh, no way.
It's
so
a 3 damage
blood axe with war. What the heck?
It's the build. That's the build.
Yeah, that is
the
build.
Zone, and that's
yeah. That's like the best safe race build you can have. Oh my goodness. So now it's like Doopliss loses the ability to push Incnone to the brink, because that's what usually if you're sort of the undercard in one of these really high level races, you have to try and push your opponent to make mistakes.
And you just don't, and that's why you take the Swagger suit, because like you could just find one of these builds. The fast tank builds are faster than the fast like fragile builds, the glass builds.
Yes.
Like this is a faster build. Even if you have glass axe war, it's still faster to have this build, because you don't have to worry about getting hit ever.
Yeah. As we always say, like health is a currency for going fast, and if you can't spend your health because of glass, I could see that. It's gonna be the faster kill. Oh no. Okay, things are just getting worse and worse right now for Doopliss.
Kind of just lose now. Like I don't want to say.
Maybe something in that shop there, whatever that shop might be. Maybe he can.
You have to take darkness.
Oh no, rhythm maybe.
No, you're not gonna get on. No, you don't want to get on an obsidian whip.
I know, but you'd skip the floor. You'd take the lead. You got obsidian build.
No, you need to take darkness and hope you just find.
Would you get? Did they add the thing where you get the headgear, the ear muffins, or no?
No. But you would no longer get a trapdoor like I got in my race against Spoony.
Right, right. Which I didn't see that race, but I did hear about how that went.
And tragic. now there's
this is so just unfortunate. I feel.
The shield spell, like you can even blood shield more because you just have the regen from the blood.
Yeah.
But you don't even need to. Nothing hits you. It's dumb. Nothing hits you. You just. This is basically like having a safer broadsword courage, because you're always moving and you're always hitting everything. But anything you don't kill, you just push back.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that the axe is a broadsword here?
It's like a broadsword with courage.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, this. Oh, there it goes.
Doopliss. Ah, my buddy.
It's just a bounce trap. You couldn't tell what was on it because of the darkness. This is.
Oh, it's just coming to pieces. It's like this. The Necrodancer grabbed the thread and just started pulling, and this entire build has been unraveling non-stop for Doopliss, and I feel bad.
He's just using bombs, and he has to, because there's so much. So with the darkness, it's actually almost kind of worse, because nothing aggroes until you get right there, so you have all these high health enemies right next to each other, so you just have to bomb.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Incnone's on 5-3.
Yeah, Incnone's flying. He's got just the best build possible. Oh, what a calamity this race has been. For a night of unbelievable races, this race has been just a complete disaster for Doopliss. I feel so bad for the guy. I mean, he's doing everything he can. He really is. But what do you do when you've got, glass dagger, glass spear, glass whip, and just trying to go fast? Like, every decision he's made has been correct. But look at, he has fallen a complete zone behind because of the build that he had. That is so tragic.
He had to gamble. He got behind. He threw his glass spear, yeah. And he was behind. He was hoping for a better weapon, but
ooh, does not have enough damage to take that Earth Dragon down. But it is really not gonna matter at this point. I mean, this is all Incnone now. It's looking pretty good for Incnone. Now, he's not the safest, but it's fine. It's Incnone. He can handle this. Oh, one more hit, and Incnone is going to be moving into the playoffs. Hype for Incnone. And there it is, GG, Incnone moving on to the playoff tier. So he's going to be in the same group with Spooty and Jack, of course. And the winner tomorrow of the winners of Mudjoa Kane, and I guess, well, it'd be the winner of Mudjoa Kane and then Steak.
Yep.
Wow. No, Maya. My bad. Steak did lose. Maya won the second and third game. Whoo! Wow. What a night of races. That was so much fun.